Hi, my name is Courtney Martin, and I'm going to be presenting today on the Blue Zone of Loma Linda, California. So what is a blue zone? A blue zone is a region of the world where there's a high number of people who live longer than the average person. So there's 5 places on the left here that you can see: Japan, Greece, Italy, Costa Rica, and the focus of today's presentation is going to be Loma Linda, California, which is the only blue zone within the United States, and it's located specifically within southeastern California. To begin, we'll go over why Loma Linda is considered a blue zone, and that's on the basis that the average lifespan is up to a decade longer than the average U.S. population. So the average U.S. lifespan is 78 years, where in contrast, within Loma Linda, the average male lives 89 years old, and the average female lives to 91 years old. And this is due to the large proportion of Seventh-day Adventists within the community, and they've very much adapted the saying, treat your body like a temple. One of the biggest attributing factors to their long lifespan is their diet. So in large part, the people of Loma Linda are vegetarians. They sometimes eat meat and sometimes eat fish, but if they do that, it's only in small quantities or on very rare occasions, if at all. In general, they don't drink alcohol and they don't drink coffee as well. And they try to focus on having low amounts of salt, low amounts of sugar, as well as little processed foods and grains in their diet. In general, they have a bigger lunch and a light and early dinner, and this is in order to optimize digestion, which also optimizes their sleep at nighttime. So the overall focus of their diet is just going to be keep the BMI low, and this will fight off many of the diseases that are caused by obesity in the United States. As you can see on the right hand of the screen, their diet is mostly vegetables at 33%. Following that is going to be fruits at 27%. And then they have a sprinkle of other, mixed healthy items in their diet as well, as you can see on the pie chart. Loma Linda actually has one of the largest communities of Seventh-day Adventists in the world, and their diet is kind of seen through this lens here. They really focus on, obviously, whole foods, vegetables, fruits, and that nature, and so their religion plays into the diet. A lot of times, or every Saturday, actually, they observe Sabbath, and that actually starts on Friday at sunset. So they basically don't use any electronics. They spend all of their time just focused on family, focused on God, focused on strengthening their relationships within the community. And while they do that, they typically get some exercise in the form of hikes or long walks with their family. This is really good for them. It gives them a designated time of the week in order to rest and rejuvenate, and this keeps their stress levels low. It allows them to really put effort in towards their community relationships and gives them a designated time to exercise. The Adventists of Loma Linda put a really big emphasis on the importance of community. A lot of them volunteer regularly through the church. And this increases community engagement, so it combats loneliness, it gives them a purpose to spend time with other like-minded people, and this, in the end, strengthens their social network. The people of Loma Linda also emphasize being active every day. However, it doesn't have to be in the form of the high-intensity workouts that we're maybe used to. Instead, they recommend moderate activity, mostly in the form of long walks and hikes with family, and this is done as previously mentioned on Sabbath in particular, but they do it throughout the week as well. So it gives them an opportunity to spend more time with their family while they're doing these low-intensity workouts, as well as with the community, because the community is in large part like-minded, so they like to do these activities together. Pictured on the left here is Dr. Ellsworth Wareham, who was a centenarian of Loma Linda, California. He was previously a cardiac surgeon and actually only retired when he was 95 years old. So he was interviewed as pictured here when he was 98, and he described his retirement not necessarily due to old age, but a cutoff that he had given himself so that he could spend more time with his family. He said that he would still be able to operate now. His mind was still with it, his eyes were still with it. Again, he really just retired so that he could spend more time with his family. He placed a large emphasis on a vegan diet as a contributing factor to his healthy aging. He was a vegan for half of his life, and he took a B12 supplement in order to supplement the lack of protein from his diet. But he was overall healthy with this vegan diet, in that it kept his cholesterol really low. He was a big proponent of keeping it under 140, and so to do this, you're not really able to eat much animal fat, animal protein. So again, he was a very big proponent of the vegan diet. He says you can get everything out of fruits and vegetables, and that you really can change your taste buds if that's not something that sounds appealing to you. You can change your taste buds to favor the vegan diet if that's something that you're worried about. He also emphasized a calm approach to problems throughout life. So little worry means little stress, and he thinks that's healthy. He also proposed for everyone to get a good night's sleep, and he did every night. And he died when he was 104 years old, and that was back in 2015. So he lived very long. So in sum, the people of Loma Linda really promote very specific things in order to promote longevity of their life. First, it's find time to relax and spend time with your family and friends. Second, maintain a healthy BMI. That's going to be in large part through a vegetarian diet and just eating just a little bit less and focusing on the quality of what you're eating. Third is to exercise regularly but moderately, so in the form of walk or hikes. Fourth is to spend time with those similar like-minded community members. In this case, it's going to be the people of their church. And fifth is to focus more on vegetables and healthy grains and less on meat. Sixth is eat your dinner early on so that you can digest it well and sleep better. And seventh would be to give back to the community. And pictured on the right here, this is the Power 9. It's the commonalities of all the blue zones. I did cross out one just because it doesn't apply to Loma Linda specifically, and that's going to be the wine drinking that the other places have in common. But everything else is pretty much the same here. Overall, for the Power 9, they've emphasized moving naturally, having a sense of purpose, shedding stress, eating less, plant-based diet, faith-based community, put family first, and belong to a social circle that promotes healthy behaviors. And if you do all of these things, you can live a long, happy, healthy life like the people in Loma Linda.